Imagine we are applying this stretch for I think 5, 6 years, 7 years. Yeah, so my assessment is well, they have to speed up and then finish the project so that it will ease the traffic that we are facing here.
So that is a passenger sitting quietly in front of this particular vehicle and sharing with us his frustration. He said he's been using this particular stretch for the past 10 years, but the fact remains that the traffic situation has been compounded. Hello, gentlemen. If you won't mind, let me just engage you very briefly. My name is Fred from Channel 1 TV. What's your full name, sir?
I'm Niai.
For how long have you been driving on this stretch?
For like 2 months.
Now, paint for us a picture as to the traffic situation as you've had it over the past few months.
It's been hectic. I to be honest with you, I was going to the other side, the state housing side, and that place is choked. I need to turn and come to use this lane, and this you can see it is not moving. It's been like this. I don't know if because we are approaching Christmas, that's why it's behaving like that. I don't know what is going on. So
now, one would think that the hours we usually spend in traffic equally contributes to the low productivity we see in either government sectors or private sectors. As an individual, how has that affected you over the years?
Of course, it's true. What you're saying is true. Sometimes you have to wake up very early and come to work. Probably you can use that time to do other things, but if you don't wake up early, you can't beat the traffic. If sometimes you leave home a bit late, then you have to get to work a bit late. You understand, and it affects.
How early do you wake up, and how late do you get home?
I wake up as early as 4:30, as early as 4:30, and as early as 4:30, and I need to hit the road by latest by 5:30. I need to be on the road.
Where specifically are you heading to?
I'm going towards Hacho. I stay around Hacho.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. So that is a driver also stating that the traffic situation has been one of the key issues bothering them on the stretch. They've been enduring it, though they expected it to be a bit faster, but that is not the case. He actually used another route thinking that would be better, but he had no option than to come back to this particular stretch, and which he's also enduring gradually to get to wherever he's going to. And so, Charles, as I speak to you, I can tell you that the work, despite the interchange project is ongoing, it is equally a worry to motorists who are enduring the traffic and also spending man hours in traffic, basically to ensure that they get to work early in the morning and also get to their destinations probably late in the evening. Now, these are motor riders, popularly known as the Okada riders, and this is their business. It's getting very interesting. Knowing very well that Christmas is just around the corner, their services will be needed very much for people who want to get to their destinations in time. A number of people also do park their vehicles when they realize that the traffic is congested. They prefer to use the Okada sometimes. If some of them also feel that it is quite easy to use the motor to get to their destination, because for them, they are able to maneuver the traffic and get to where they are going very early enough.
All right.
Charles.
Fred, so what about
Charles, I can hear you.
communication signs? Telling commuters about traffic diversions, because this has been very big, especially on the City Breakfast Show. Commuters have raised concerns that, you're not told anything, you're not given any information. You just wake up on your way to work and then you're told that the road has been diverted. Can you visibly see communication signs telling commuters about road diversions and those kind of things?
Charles, you are quite spot on with that, because I was hoping that some meters away from where the project is taking place, which is the interchange, one would see these communication signs visible enough where drivers can easily know that there is some construction going on. We are, in my estimation, about some 500 meters away from the project site, but none of those communication signs are in sight. So as it stands now, where we stand, we only see the pedestrian crossing sign and aside that, nothing else from or on the part of the contractors of this particular project. Now, taxi drivers are usually the major victims of traffic. They would have to endure the traffic, they buy the fuel, and for commercial reasons, they stay in traffic for long hours. I see a gentleman driving driving his taxi, heading towards the Kaneshi area. Gentleman, what's your name?
I'm Timothy.
Okay. How has the day been for you, generally, sales-wise and business?
Because of the traffic, but we manage small.
How much fuel do you purchase in a day to work? And if you quantify it in terms of the money you make, paint a picture for us. How is sales?
Sales is 120, and the fuel is 25, 2.5.
That's interesting. So in a day, how much are you making?
Around 500.
50 cedis or 500 Ghana cedis?
500 Ghana cedis.
That's what you make in a day. And you're able to subtract your
fuel 250 cedis, and the sales 120.
Is it a good business?
Maybe it's a good.
Taking into account the traffic you endure, if not for the traffic, would you say you would have gotten much more in terms of revenue?
Maybe it's so.
Thank you very much. That is a taxi driver sharing his sentiment with us and telling us about, this is a colleague from Graphic also passing. He's also enduring the traffic. So no one is spared, actually, as far as the traffic is concerned. Whether you are a government official, you are a journalist, you are a trader, almost everyone heading towards Kaneshi right now would have to be in this traffic. Now, it is quite interesting to the usual experience where you see motorcades leading some government officials through the traffic. That has been absent, at least for the past few minutes that we've been doing this. We've not really seen any government official passing, disturbing other road users. Now, I am moving towards where I see you are entering a construction zone. Drive with care. Watch out for traffic signs. So, in essence, this is about some 300 meters away from the construction site. Earlier, we're further ahead, so we didn't see this. And now we can boldly see that this sign is here to caution drivers or motorists using this particular stretch. So at least they'll be able to pardon them if they stay in traffic for longer hours.
Yeah, Fred,
Hello,
now that you talk about the construction zone, I mean, do you, from what you have seen, do you think that this project will be complete before Christmas?
Charles, that would be a certain level of, how do I even put it, a certain level of commitment on the part of both the contractor and the government. If indeed funds are committed to the project, they will be able to finish before December. But if they don't have the needed funds to do so or to dedicate to the project, I doubt they will be able to finish. Now, don't forget, this is a two-phase project. The very first phase it was supposed to be a flyover of about 390 meters. And so the second phase is also about 480 meters. And they've already missed the first deadline, which was supposed to be in September. And as we speak, the construction is still ongoing. There are a lot of work to be done, taking into account the stretch that is connecting to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The entire stretch is still under construction. A lot more need to be done over there. Now, here is a driver who has short fuel, and he's topping up 1 gallon. And he's ensuring that he's having passengers in his car, and they are all basically waiting for the driver to finish with whatever he's doing before they can get to his destination. Chairman, good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
My name is Fred from Channel 1 TV. What's your name?
I'm Nusret Wilson.
Good. Where are you from and where are you heading?
I'm from Accra. I'm heading to Afamai.
For how long have you been on the stretch?
Roughly 45 minutes.
Is this how it is every day?
Yeah, that's what I'll be experiencing. Yeah.
Generally talking about the traffic situation, is this what you endure every day to work?
Pardon me.
Is this how you endure traffic every day to work?
Yeah, that's what we are facing almost every day.
What is your wish about this particular project?
They should think that they work for us in time so that, workers can get time to go to work. Yeah.
Now we know Christmas is around the corner and Christmas will also compound the situation. Are you prepared for this?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the 1 gallon guy is basically done and he's been able to move his vehicle. He's hoping to reach the nearest fuel station where he will refill his tank. And so a number of vehicles are burning their fuel in the traffic. And if you really do not plan, you really do not prepare to fill your tank before you even venture entering into the traffic, you may end up burning your fuel. And don't forget, fuel prices are quite, they are skyrocketing in recent times. And even the latest news we are gathering is that there are shortage of fuel coming up in certain fuel stations. And so the drivers, I just want the driver to, the camera guy, to zoom in for you to see the level of traffic congestion or the gridlock we're talking about here. They are just moving at a snail pace. Chairman, how are you?
I'm fine.
For how long have you been in the traffic?
Oh, almost 2 hours.
From where to where?
From Abosokan here, no. I have to turn the runabout to go to the connection. I have to take the overhead. Too much. The traffic's too much.
And if you say it's too much, basically, what toll is it having on you?
It always about the people they are working under the bridge. I don't know if maybe it will take 3 months or 4 months before they finish. We have to open the road for AXA. Seriously. We are getting problem. We are getting problem too much for the traffic.
You are generally pleading that they finish early.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So another driver just passed. He is also hoping that this project finishes very early and the project opened for them to gain access to the entire interchange, and that would ease the traffic on the stretch and also save them some money because they are using money to buy the fuel, they are using money to service their vehicles, and so the longer they stay in traffic, all that accumulates to take a toll on their finances. Charles.
All right, Fred Duho, thank you very much. He is my colleague here in the Channel 1 newsroom. He is stationed at the Obechebi Lamte interchange. As the Christmas festivities approach and elections also approach, December is expected to be a very busy month here in Ghana, and the traffic situation is also expected to worsen. We've heard your concerns that you have shared with us on all our platforms. On the City Breakfast Show, we have dealt with this issue quite extensively. And so here on Channel 1 TV today, we've sent our reporters to town to assess the situation and impress upon the authorities to complete these projects as soon as they can. My colleague, Philip Nilate, is also stationed at Flowerpot on the Spintex Road. We'll go to him now. Philip.
Charles.
Yeah. So earlier you told us about the traffic situation. Yeah. It was flowing quite a bit. It's just about a few minutes to 6 p.m. What can you report?
And now it's a total gridlock. The vehicles aren't moving. Vehicles coming from the Mahama roundabout side aren't moving. I can't tell you. I can tell you for a fact that the last time they moved was just some 10 minutes ago, and it's been stuck here. The vehicles have been stuck here for a very long time. In your shot, you can see the police officers there. They are doing their best, but it tells you that once the vehicles are not moving, no space for vehicles to move, they are certainly helpless and they wouldn't be able to do anything. I understand that on the Spintex Road, as if the cameraman can pan to that particular area, and you can see in your shot individuals looking for vehicles to their various destinations. But on the Spintex Road, this stretch moves straight to the Coca-Cola side or the Melcom side on the Spintex Road, and individuals have also been in this gridlock for hours. A lady just bypassed driving her vehicle and indicated that the situation hasn't been any better. It's rather worsened because she had to stay in the traffic for 3 good hours. So if you are driving and you have enough fuel, you would want to roll up and just relax in your car because there's total gridlock. The vehicles aren't moving. The police officers seem to be very helpless. They've done what they can, just waiting that vehicles will move bit by bit, then the traffic can ease here because it's a rush hour or peak hour. So certainly you'll be having vehicles move at a very snail pace here. So the stretch on which I'm moving on right now is the stretch moving all the way from the Spintex Road to the intersection, or where the flyover intersection is. Then they can now make their way to other places. So the Spintex Road side that you are seeing that is moving. They've been here for say 10 to 15 minutes in gridlock before any movement will be done. But let me cross over to the passengers or individuals looking for vehicles and speak to them. Maybe they have been coming here quite some time and they know how the situation is like. Your friend Philip, your friend was saying,
Mr. Francis,
welcome to Channel 1 TV. So they be offer kawa traffic na wa no boss chairman senate
traffic na very tight pa easy traffic in there starting time so about 4 jinamusa kofa numere
enyu me time back
enyu by say by 8 in there na eba form but house any janka say ba say janka me bo hasa ti bo abadu be na okro enu obi private car kra na ode fa me kra me ko see ese junction
okwa state junction
tema
okotema
anti
we see be time back
say me nya lokre me nya kan tem dey but that time ti ko do fi bia 9 by time me do ko do bia 9
time be na so sign bridge ma
change my say bridge ma be 7 o'clock
and onda
do na be ndey obi adwuma na wo ye so that say obi adwuma na wo ye nti say don be jina ma ba ntem ma be jina say me nya kan tem dey atu cha be 7:38 me do fi
nti church no e be ba na aye ma na say ba mu benyi
ma edika aye ma all that santi bi aba ha no e say traffic no so no account obi amafo eji traffic do bi wa no afo nti bedu ale pe ba ko na me na asie just say ye gua na ayo rush nti want ma escape a anwura mu a ho akere
no ho akere just say unko fie and obeda higher sa within biom Francis. So that is what Francis is saying. Francis is saying that, well, he comes here every now and then to board vehicle to his destination. And this has been the situation for a very long time. It's not changed. And the situation has been this way for quite some time. He is moving to Tema and hoping that the vehicles will come. That is a public transport will come. But let me engage another passenger or individual who is looking for a vehicle to go to his destination. I think that the situation here is not getting any better. Initially, when we came here, we noticed that the vehicles were moving quite freely, but the situation has worsened. We will try and engage more of these passengers or these individuals who are looking for vehicles. Hello, sir. What's your name? What's your name?
Clinton.
How is the traffic situation here like? How does it worry you as an individual looking for or wanting a vehicle to your destination?
You see, because of the traffic, drivers don't want to be in the traffic, so they decide to pass a freeway.
Traffic situation in Accra currently. No joke. That was our reporter, Philip Nilate, who is currently stationed at the Flowerport Spintex Road, where there's a major construction ongoing. Government is building a flyover there all the way onto the motorway to ease traffic on that stretch. That project hasn't complete yet, but the president is expected to commission it next week. Hopefully, after the commissioning, the traffic there will ease in a bit. We also took you to the Obeche-Bilamte interchange, where there's a construction work ongoing there with the interchange. My colleague Fred Ho was reporting from there. He tells us that visibly frustrated commuters sharing some of their concerns with us, concerns that you have already shared for the past few days on our various platforms here at Channel 1 TV and City FM. It's not getting any better, especially as the December festivities get closer and elections also draw closer. We're trying to get the authorities to do the right thing. You've raised concerns about communication, especially about traffic diversions here in Accra.